Hey guys, Trevor with Shadow Systems, and today we have
Chad.
Hey Chad. So Chad is our VP of Sales. He's a real important part of the team, and we're going to test Chad's attention to detail today.
Keen eye.
Yeah, keen eye, that's right. So here's what I've got. So over here to my left, there's a box of broken guns.
Okay.
And the broken guns have been sent back to us by customers that had issues, right?
Okay.
And we're going to go through them together. I'm going to give you a gun.
Okay.
And then I want you to try to figure out.
figure out what the problem is.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
I like this.
All right. Let's start out pretty easy.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready. I see nothing wrong with this barrel.
Yeah.
Wow. That's an old barrel.
It is an old barrel.
Wow. It's nice.
But it was so catastrophic that I wanted to share it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a big one. So what do you think went wrong with that one?
Well,
First of all, did we do it?
Did we ship it like this?
No. Do you think or do you think that might have had something to do with like
a manufacturing issue?
Ammo?
No, this is definitely ammo since there's still rounds stuck in the barrel.
So that was a squib load.
Yeah.
So this is the example we talked about. You have a light charge in your first round, and it just pushes the bullet down the barrel, and then the next round gets fired, and the first bullet is waiting for it. It's obstructed and kablooey. And if you look, you probably can't see it, but if you look down inside that barrel, you can see the bullet. And this, by the way, I remember this was a plus P Remington Golden Saber.
Okay.
Was the one that blew it up. Now I don't know what stopped it in the first place, but that's what blew it up. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm not knocking Remington. I'm saying that it was just a plus P cartridge that did this, so that's probably why it's more.
Why it's so catastrophic.
Okay, cool. That was a good one. All right. What else do we have here? Okay. And by the way, as we go through this, tell me if you notice any kind of trends.
Okay.
So let's wait for a few. All right. So here's another one. That's another one.
This is another one?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Huh. Now I just kind of wedged together. I think you can pull it apart.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anything about that
barrel?
Oh,
wow. Well, there's another split barrel.
Oh.
If you can see that.
Yeah.
So we get some more ammo issues, and it looks like, it's like bulged there.
And I think some of the
jackets like
is embedded in the crack.
That's right.
There. Yeah. So this is another. This was another squib load.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I guess we'll wait and see if you're noticing a trend before we.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did they? Well, obviously they shot two, huh?
Definitely two.
Wow.
All right. Tell me if you can guess what's wrong with this one.
Another one that's holy cow.
Yeah.
Well, this one blew out the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with we've got a trend going with some well, there's still part of the cartridge.
The cartridge is still
lodged in there.
Yeah. So the trend is ammo,
cow.
and actually that's the trend that we wanted to bring up. So we are getting a lot of guns that are coming back blown to pieces, and I don't know exactly what it is really with the current ammunition, but I think people are turning to lower grade stuff.
Yeah.
Or a lot more reloads because of the ammo shortage. And I think even some of the big manufacturers, I've seen some big names have had recalls.
We just had it in our own internal testing. We had 3 squibs.
We had 3 squibs in one
ammo,
case of ammo.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, and I've never seen anything like that in fact. I've never had a factory squib.
No. It was all factory, brand new ammo, and really crazy.
Yeah, so hey, be careful. Reminder, if the report seems too quiet and you just get a little pop, stop what you're doing and check the barrel. Okay? All right.
Was this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that a hand load doing it? I mean, that thing stuck.
Yeah, I don't actually.
I wonder if it was like a double charge or what they did.
I don't think we can get it out.
Yeah. Holy cow.
No, I don't know.
Wow.
Okay. All right, Chad.
Okay.
This one's going to be a little more challenging.
So, all right. MR920 Elite.
Yeah, hold it up so they can see it.
Yeah. So this is a 920 Elite.
Good looking gun.
Great gun. My favorite with the black barrel.
Me too.
Okay.
There's actually nothing wrong with that.
Oh. There's nothing.
Yeah.
The barrel's not okay. That's a good gun.
Good gun.
Good gun. Not blown up. Please don't.
Here's a fun one. And I'm going to show you what the damage is because I don't think you'll ever see it. And then you're going to try to guess what would have caused that.
Okay.
So the damage is the grip split right there at the bottom.
It's a DR grip. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's a DR grip. They dropped their gun off the roof.
Good. Well, I think we actually have a cool drop one here somewhere, but no, this wasn't it. This is I don't expect you to get this one.
I have no idea how you.
Well, what apparently happened was the magazine wouldn't seat. So there were multiple attempts at seating it, including seating it by striking it against the table. The problem was it was a 15 round magazine.
Oh, so it's gonna be a little short.
So it's a little short. So the operator was repeatedly ramming a 15 round magazine into a 17 round frame to the point where it fractured the frame. Which I mean, you got to get pretty serious about getting that mag in there at that point. Yeah,
that's crazy.
I thought that was a good one.
I haven't seen that one.
Yep, I thought that was a good one. Okay, we have two lessons that are kind of similar. One's going to be pretty easy to see. Oh, that one's Yeah, it's pretty wild, right?
That is not how our
hold it up. Let me hold it up.
Can you see that?
Can you see down inside there what that breech face looks like?
Breech faces and
or
where
the breech face should be.
Wow, yeah. There's a crater there now.
There's a giant crater, really round, kind of. Yeah, so
I don't try to drill use a drill press to enlarge.
Right. Well, they actually used a aftermarket. I think it was like tungsten or something firing pin because they thought it was going to increase, I guess, reliability. So it was a heavier, super hard firing pin, and then I guess they dry fired it a bunch, and they finally broke the breech face, which I thought was pretty crazy.
Wow.
So the firing pin that's in there now is our firing pin. I don't think it came back with our firing pin in it, or I think it came back with our firing pin in it, but upon greater investigation, we learned it was non. Yeah.
Wow. I've never seen a breech face look like that.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. All right, this one is. That's actually a really kind of hard one to find, but it's interesting. Look at the breech face. Isn't that weird? So here's what's
so it's the round.
Yeah.
There's like
ears
on the top and bottom of it.
Yeah. So what Chad is seeing right now is our you can't see it.
But
our round firing pin hole on the breech face, you can see it, and then on the top of it and on the bottom of it, there's like a bump, like a protrusion going out into the. And
how in the world?
It's kind of like it's getting hit from behind by something that doesn't fit.
It's almost like it's pushed.
Yeah.
Out.
What might be in there that wouldn't fit?
Well, is it? I mean, there's no firing pin.
There's no firing pin there now, but there was.
Was it? It wasn't round.
It was not a round firing pin. So yeah, so the gun is we have round firing pin design, and somebody bought an aftermarket firing pin
that was
rectangular, which is what they all aftermarket what they are, and he put it in the gun and dry fired it a whole bunch of times, and the round firing pin or the square, the rectangular peg and the round hole just started to hammer the hole open.
There's like a life analogy there, right? Like
right. It does. The square peg in the round hole does not work. It does not work. This one is. Wow. This one actually is kind of a cool story. I mean, it's not a cool story, but it was a complete gun.
Up gun.
Yeah, it was a complete gun, but it's been pulled apart. We got the slide barrel. Show the frame damage.
Look at this frame.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen it in our guns, but I've seen others. This looks like road rash.
It is road rash. So this poor guy.
Wow.
He went to the range. And he was leaving, and he's getting onto the freeway.
Jeez.
And in his rearview mirror, he sees his pistol slide off the top of the car and get run over repeatedly
Oh, jeez.
by the other cars behind him.
That sucks.
Yeah, so this one got
Poor dude.
Yeah, this one got run over several times.
Many times.
Which actually, it's funny. We've had a rash of guns getting run over. People, like I don't know, they put it on their bumper and then they move their car or something. But anyway, gun was actually fine. It functioned fine.
Yeah.
We test fired it, but it just got annihilated. Yeah, so it cracked the frame,
and
it just got eaten up. The
Wow.
slide, I mean, that's super hard nitride.
Pretty good.
The slide's pretty good. It's a little scarred up, but
That's,
slide's fine. Yeah. Whew. Yep.
Make sure your guns are inside your vehicle.
Keep your gun in your vehicle.
When you're
And then this one is kind of surprising that we sent it to someone like that.
Huh.
Do you notice anything about it?
Well, that's definitely not our optic cut.
No.
This is some homemade
Yeah. So
milling.
The customer call was like, "Hey, something happened to the gun." I'm like, okay, what happened? Can I just send it to you? Yeah, sure. Go ahead and send it in. So this is I don't know if he did it in a drill press. I'm not sure, but this was a milling job on the slide, and they actually
trying to do this.
Yeah, trying to do that. I guess he had a combat, and then he wanted to mill it, and so the firing pin safety plunger is exposed. He cut into that hole and stuff.
But he didn't cut the spring.
Didn't cut the spring. No, I mean it was right on the edge.
Wow.
Chad, but yeah. So anyway, there's this one we don't. We didn't go out like that. So all right. Well.
Wow.
Okay, so this is really, the purpose of this wasn't to make fun of anybody. I mean, some of these are, pretty silly.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are ammunition related, and the one thing that's true, I think, pretty much about all of them, is it was avoidable. Like in every case, it was probably avoidable. I mean, dropping it off the back of your car is one thing, but I mean, it could very easily happen to me. I could see myself
putting non-compatible parts.
Yeah, but putting non-compatible parts, aftermarket parts, not really understanding that there are features that are very different than the aftermarket parts that are out there.
Yeah.
If you modifying a slide, not hiring somebody to do it, not hiring a professional doesn't always go well. And then the big one is just like, hey man, if you hear a little pop when you should hear a bang, stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing and check for an obstruction, because
these are pretty major. I mean,
in every case, I'm really happy with our product in the sense that the part that the shooter is interacting with.
Yeah.
You see a lot of pictures of guns where it had a squib load and the frames. Not our frame, but you'll see other frames will break at the trigger guard, and
they get it into their hand.
Yeah, get it in their hand or whatever. But in every case, if there was any damage, it really is always toward the muzzle, the barrel. A lot of times the barrel would rupture, but the slide would contain it.
Right.
So I mean, I think it stands up to it pretty well as far as safety goes, but it is avoidable. So just be careful out there.
And there is so much new ammo from all over the world out in the market right now.
Yeah. So if you got a really great deal on 1962 surplus Ukrainian whatever
plus P plus
or some off-brand, just be careful. Or if your buddy's he's a really good reloader, he's been doing it for a long time, watch out for that too, because we've had a lot of those.
We had that recently, right, Guy? Double charge.
Yeah, double charge. Ooh. Yeah, and that one's actually not here, I don't think. But that happened too.
That was that was a bad one too.
Yeah, and I think
that was at a class, I think, and they didn't do very well in that class, I don't think. So scary.
That's true. When it comes to ammunition that destroys guns, the squib load scenario where you have a round that fires behind the first round, that's the one that's the most catastrophic usually. The one where it's just like a really heavy charge that maybe blows the casing, or maybe rarely does it ever rupture the tube. It usually will just kind of like blow the casing out and lock the gun up and maybe bend something. So double, heavy charges, overpressure ammunition sucks. Usually it doesn't rupture anything, but the squib load definitely will. But those are the ones that you can hear and avoid. Mm-hmm. All right? Okay, cool. Hope you guys enjoyed that, and we will be back next week with another Technical Tuesday.